Welcome to Keon's Cafe and Beyond. Today I'm going to show you how to make saffron rice beef casserole known as Tahchin goosht. What you are going to need for this casserole, you need half cup vegetable oil, 2 cubes of melted saffron, 2 cups plain yogurt. I have a video on how to make plain yogurt. 1 whole egg, 4 egg yolks, 2 teaspoons salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, half cup caramelized onion, 3/4 of a cup chopped pistachio, 1 cup barberry berry, 750 gram or about 1.5 pound cooked shredded beef. You are going to need 6 cups of rice. Here I have 3 cups leftover rice, and I'm going to cook another 3 cups to show you how to prepare rice for this casserole. Before we start doing everything, we need to first make the rice, and now I'm going to show you how to prepare your rice. Now you're going to start filling up your rice until it reaches about 1/2 inch above the rice. And then you are going to put it on the stove on medium heat. So I washed this rice beforehand, but now when you know it's ready is when the rice becomes about double the size and it starts coming out of the water on one side. Now while it is cooking, we can add some salt to it just to keep it in a good shape. And I have a video on how to wash the rice, which I will show you how to wash the rice, and that video will come out very soon. So now we are going to make the sauce for the rice. We are going to add in our yogurt, our saffron, our eggs, and 1/2 cup of oil. And then we are going to mix it till unified. So now, as you can see, one side of the rice is coming out of the water and has almost doubled its size. So now we are going to turn off the heat and we are going to strain it. Just gonna dump it into your strainer above your sink and then just rinse it out with some water. So now I have transferred my rice into a bowl. I rinsed it out good with the water. So now we are going to add in our rice into the sauce. And then when you're mixing, make sure to not go from the top and crush it. Go from the bottom and then bring it over. and then continue stirring until unified. I have now unified it, and now I'm going to add in my salt and pepper, and then again stir until unified. So now we are going to make the filling. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the bottom of my pan and turn it on low heat. I am now going to add in my caramelized onions first, and to save a little time, I caramelized my onions before this video. Now I'm going to add my berberries. Gotta get them all in there. And then I'm going to mix them around. Now, your Burberry is very light and it will burn extremely fast. So you have to make sure to mix them around a lot continuously. And then, now that they're mixed together, Burberry is it's not very, but it is sour. So to balance it out, I like to put in 1/4 of a cup sugar. And then I mix it until unified. So now I am going to mix until my sugar dissolved, which it has happened. So now I'm going to add in my pistachios. And now mix it until unified again. Now at this point you can add in 1/2 cup of water just to keep it, juicy, and make sure it doesn't burn, and then mix it continuously. And now I am going to add in my meat. And then continue mixing it around. And now I completely mixed it and it is unified. Now for this cook, I'm going to be using a rice cooker, but you can use a pan or a pot. So now I'm going to add just a little bit of oil to the bottom of my pot. And a little more. And then I'm going to mix it around. Make sure to get it as much as I can while it's hot. Then some saffron to the bottom of the pot. And then just stir it around a little bit. And now I'm going to add in about 1/2 of my rice to it. Is basically a guesstimate on that. And now I'm going to add in my meat. Now before I add my meat, I'm going to level out my rice. So I'm going to put it down at the bottom of the pot and try and level it out as much as I can. That is about what you want. And now I am going to add in my meat into it. and try and make it as even as possible. Level it out as much as you can, if possible. Now the best way to make the meat is to keep it away from the sides. As you can see, there's a little gap from the meat and the sides, because if you put the meat directly onto the side of it, it'll burn and it'll dry out and it won't be very tasty. So now I'm going to add in the rest of my rice. And I'm going to level it out. Now, as you see, I'm evening it out. Now, there is a trick I like to use that most people don't know for helping your rice steam better. Is you're going to put a hole in the middle with just the bottom of a spatula, and then 4 to 5 holes around it, which gives it the water and moisture to come up and then go into the rice, and it'll steam it really well. So now, to cover it, I have a rice cooker lid cover that I put it on top of my lid and around it. But if you don't have one of these, you can simply just use a towel. And if you're doing it in a pot, just do the same thing and put it on low heat for about an hour and a half. And for the rice cooker, we are going to let it sit for an hour and a half so it'll be fully cooked. And make sure while it is cooking to never open the lid of the pot or the rice cooker. It will ruin the cook. Only after an hour and a half can you lift it off. So it has now been 1 hour and 30 minutes, but I will not take the lid off yet. And the reason why is because I'm going to take the pot out, and now I'm going to put it into an ice bath. It's just water with ice in it. You're just now going to let it sit for 5 minutes without opening it. So now it has been 5 minutes. I have taken it out of the ice bath. And now how you can tell it has detached is you can kind of feel the bread detached. And you can hear the bread that has detached. Not bread, but the rice has detached from the pot. So now that we have taken it out of the ice bath and put it out, we are going to take the lid off and replace it with our little tray. And now you're going to grab the sides of it and flip it over. Now, with a little bit of luck and a couple taps for good luck, it should give you a nice tahdig, which tahdig stands for the bottom of the pot. And in Persia, people fight over this. Now, I'm going to cut it with a serrated knife. I think serrated knives work the best for this type of cutting. You're just gonna get a nice, not very clean cut this time, but usually I can take it out pretty clean. Now I like my tahdig down. You can put your tahdig up. It's up to you. Smell with your eyes, people. This is amazing smell. And now I'm going to give it a little taste test. Nice. Big chunk of that. A little bit of tahdig. Very tasty. You can feel and taste the sweetness of the sugar and the little sourness of the berry, and the rice just brings it all together with a nice warm meal. Perfect for like home warming and stuff like that. If you like this video, subscribe, give me a like, and if you have any comments or recommendations, put them in the comments section down below.